Hello everybody, this is Diane and I'm here for a weekend collage. I am going to start today in my collage book that I created for Margarete Miller's weekly challenge, and it started the first week of January, and this is actually the last week of, actually it's the first week of February. So I should be on number 5, and I'm just starting number 1. So my goal is to do 3 this weekend and 3 next weekend, and I will be caught up. But, you know, I don't want to stress myself over it. I will just take it as it comes. So if you don't know about Margarete Miller's weekly collage challenge, I am going to link her video underneath this video so that you can click on that link and go watch her video, and then you'll get all the information you need. There are several options. You can purchase her book in which to collage. You can purchase a digital download so that you can print her pages and make them into a book, or you can simply print the collage, the challenges, which is what I did. And let me show you a page. I don't want to get into too many details about it because she will tell you in her video, but this is what the download looks if you're just doing the challenge. So one of these is 1 week. So that's what I did, and I created my own book. Also, you can just you can find a link to her web page where you can go and just, she'll have the prompts there weekly. You don't get them all at once, but you'll get them every week. So I put mine together with this beautiful vintage cookbook, Miro cookbook. I love the colors, the pastels, the vintage pastels. I put this pretty flocked vintage fabric on the spine and this pretty embroidered trim. And I just filled it with a variety of pages. I used pages from the cookbook as end papers because they were just so beautiful. I'm going to decorate the cover, or the title page, once I get caught up. I'm not going to worry about that right now. So what I've done is I have one page for the collage and the other side of the page of the spread. Her book is a planner, so I did the lines here, and I'll just fill in more or less. It's going to be like not so much a planner, but a little diary. So I've been keeping notes in my real planner that I use, so I can just fill in those days. And I have the prompts right here, the items that we're supposed to use in this particular challenge. And then there's a little spot for notes, as there is in her book, and these are stamps that I have. So let's just get started. I'll show you what I pulled out. It says something fast. So I wanted something out of a children's book. So I looked through some pages and I found this mouse running. He looks like he would be fast. A postage stamp. I pulled out a few so I can decide as I go which one I want to use. Maybe I'll use more than one. A piece of a map. So I have this map here. I could choose from either side, but I love the colors on this side. A border or a frame. I have these borders that I've had for a long time that came with scrapbook papers, so I can use one of those. A portion of a brochure, which I didn't have. I might have, but I didn't search deeply enough. But there's always a bonus, so that if you don't have one of her prompts, you can use the bonus instead. And I had this readily available, a form or a part of a form. So this is a receipt form from a vintage Meredith Bottling Works receipt pad. So these are the elements I'm going to work with. And I have an all-white page here. A lot of the pages have color or print on them, but my very first one is all white. So luckily we have a map and this that can serve as part of a background. So I'm going to tear the map and see what part of it, how big of it I want to use. How big of it? How big a piece I want to use. Let's speak proper English, Diane. I'll just tear the borders off, and then I'll be able to see better what I want to use from it. I might use it to just completely cover the back, the page. Let's see. The mouse could be running from one place to another on that map. So there will be 5 elements. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have a border and a stamp. I did her challenges before she had started this whole thing with the book, where she would just put them on her web page. And she always said you could have one extra element if you needed, if your arrangement needed something. So I would sometimes use a stamp, like a rubber stamp image, or just something to add a little pop. So I'm allowing myself that in this book if I need it. She didn't say that in this challenge, but there's a border. I think I like that color because it stands out. I like this one, but the orange stands out better. And then I just have a stamp. I have 3 from Mongolia that are people with old-fashioned bicycles. And they're fast too, although the stamps don't have to represent something fast. It kind of helps make this cohesive. Oh, that looks nice there. Yes, that's quick. That's a quick collage, but I'm going to just shorten this map page a little bit to fit on there. And because the map is now a background page, I really only have 4 elements, so I will probably add something to this just to kind of bring it all together. Just add, it needs something else. Okay, so I'm just going to add glue to my map and get that down. I guess my glue bottle's clogged. So today's Saturday. I'll probably put this video up on Sunday. I think I will try to have my weekend collage videos up every Sunday. So you can, if you're interested in watching my collages, you can tune in on Sundays for that, and I will try to have one every Sunday. I'm sure there will be some weeks when I don't make it, but just got glue all over my hand. Well, that's nothing new. I guess I didn't get the glue all the way out to the edges. I will add, was this on top or under? It's very windy today. I can hear the wind. I love windy days. I think it goes on top. So I'm going to put this down. I'm just going to use a glue stick for this. It's very thin. So I'm just Just rubbing the glue stick on. I woke up with my wrist hurting today. Ever since my fall, I don't even remember how long ago that was, but I had to wear this wrist brace for quite a while after I fell. But since then, I have days where it just kind of flares up. So it might be something that takes a long time, or it might be something I have for the rest of my life. You know, just I think I may have tendonitis or something. So I don't know. I think it's just going to be a problem. It's nothing major, but you might see my wrist brace from time to time in my videos. That's all I'm saying that for. I'm putting some Fabri-Tac on this because this is a piece of sturdier paper like cardstock. But it hurt to just twist my arm, whatever I was doing to put my socks on today. It hurt, and I'm like, okay, I guess I better wear my brace today. He's a little bit sturdy. This is from a sturdy book page, so just to be safe, I'm gonna use my Fabri-Tac for him too. This was the cutest little book, vintage children's book that I got at a flea market. That I can use a glue stick for. So I was debating on getting a black pen, fine tip pen, and just kind of drawing around it. And maybe my black pen can be the fifth element, because I'm counting the map as a background. But let me look. I might have a stamp I want to use. A rubber stamp. I thought I had a little dead bug on my case, but it was just fibers. Let's do that. Something from special, or from correspondence, because maybe he's delivering a message. So I have a special delivery stamp. That could go along with that too. Postal card. I like the special delivery. Let's do that. So, did you know you can stamp on your collages and add that as an extra element? That's really fun to do. I hope this turns out okay, because I will be sad if I ruin this collage. Oh yes, that's beautiful. I like that. I will take my black pen. It's a Faber-Castell. I think this one's just about used up, but we'll try it here. I'm just going to draw a squiggly line around the border. I bought a new one. Let's use the new one. This is a medium. It says an M, has an M on the lid, on the cap. And it's 0.7 millimeters. Let's try a new pen. Much better. I don't expect all of my collages to go that quickly, but I'm pleased that this one came together so nicely. It helps when I have a focal image that I love, like that mouse. I think that helps just kind of contain everything within the borders. You know, the map goes all over the world, so let's just contain it to this portion. That was a joke. Okay. I guess I don't need to do anything else because it has the number right here of what week it is and what the elements are. I'm just going to check off that I used that part instead of that part. And I can make some notes about the day or the week or about this collage, whatever I want to make notes about that week, and I'll fill in this part. So let's move on to the second collage. I'll move all these extra elements out of my way. I did pull some pieces to choose from for this collage also. The number one element here is a person, and I thought, oh boy, I get to use my vintage catalog ladies. So I fussy cut her out already. An image from a magazine. So I have this beautiful flower or this coffee cup. I also have, I don't think I'll use this, it's pretty big, but I love that. There's just something about that image that I love. But it's way too big for this. And I don't want to cut it into smaller pieces. I have these images. And this one I like, but I love this door on the back, so I don't think I want to use that. Oh, this is hot cocoa. This is what came off of that. It's not coffee, it's cocoa. Okay, so I can use one of these, I think, for my magazine image. A doodle. I had some art journaling pages that I cut apart. So I doodled on that one and this one, but I'll probably use this. This one has some raised element on the back too, pretty thick. So I'll probably use that. A piece of washi tape. I didn't pull a piece of washi tape because they are right over my head here. I can grab them easily and I don't know what color I want. A tea bag cover. I don't drink tea, so I don't have that. So again, I have to use the bonus, which is an illustration. I pulled some black and white illustrations that I could use the whole thing or cut them. And this is actually the very first Edith Holden book that I had. I've had it for a long time, before I even really knew who Edith Holden was and before she was so, popular with junk journalers. And it was this color. It doesn't have any color. It's a small size and it's just brown and beige. Oh, sorry. But I think I might just use that element from that. It's an illustration. And I have, it's kind of a topographical map back here or something like that from a vintage book. So that's the background. I have this lady. I could put this up here in the corner. This page is slightly smaller than the one behind it, so now the colorful map behind peeks around, so that's nice. There's this doodle on the other side of this doodle too, but I think I like this color with what I have going on here if I use that. And I might cut these little images off here, maybe cut her down or something. So do I want to use the flower or this cup of cocoa? I don't know. I'm going to rough cut it, and if I like it, I can fussy cut it. I just want to get a better idea of where I might put it and how it might look. It's a vintage magazine, obviously. The flower is not a vintage magazine. I definitely like the flower better. I could cut that and make it a little smaller. 1, 2, 3. Then I have this, and then I'll have washi tape. So I don't know if I talked about our most recent snow. I think it was last month. No, it was just before Christmas, actually. The week of Christmas. We had about 3 feet of snow dumped on us, all in one night. Like one day, and then overnight was when the worst of it came down, so that my doors were blocked when I got up and I couldn't open my doors. I was trapped in my little house. But this past week, like it started Sunday, it said it was going to snow from Sunday afternoon through Tuesday at about 1 o'clock. It would stop. Well, instead of Tuesday at 1 o'clock, it snowed until Wednesday at 1 o'clock. It was about 1 o'clock on Wednesday that it stopped. So that was a lot of snowing, although it didn't come down as fast. Like the 3 feet came down in a day and a night. We got about 2 feet, I think, this time over a 3-day period. So it was a lighter snow. Didn't come down quite so quickly, but it came down for a longer period of time. But I kept, since it was mostly during the day, I mean it snowed during the night too, but it didn't accumulate that fast, so that I could keep opening my front door and clearing the snow away from the door so I wouldn't get trapped inside again. But I didn't go anywhere. And then when it came time, I had to go to the post office. I had packages to mail just sitting here, so I had to go on Wednesday. And so my car was completely covered. I don't have a garage anymore since I sold my house and moved. And oh my goodness, that car had so much snow on it because I didn't clean it off and try to go anywhere earlier than that, and it just kept snowing on it. So it took me a while and a lot of muscle, what little muscle I have, and my muscles were sore, my arms, just to try to reach up and push all that snow. I went around and around and around my car doing layer after layer after layer of clearing of snow. But anyway, I got it cleared off, went to the post office, went to Walmart to get me a few groceries because I was out of milk. So I need to remove these little ladies down here. I could cover up, well, should I put them over here? I was going to say I could use my washi tape down here somewhere, but might just put that down there. And I'm gonna trim a little bit off of that. So anyway, the snow is still out there, but it was warmer yesterday. It was quite a bit warmer. So the snow has begun melting. And I think today's going to be upper 30s, but after that it's going to get cold again. But I think it'll be enough to have a lot of the snow melted. Okay, I think we're looking good here. So you can interpret these prompts whatever way you want to. That's what Marguerite always says. Just however you interpret it. So this doodle was something that I had done a long time ago, but it could have been somebody else's doodle. It could be a doodle you found in a book or magazine that someone else did. However you want to interpret doodle. And the same with something fast. You know, that could have been a car, or a train, or an animal, or anything that you think of as fast. I don't know why I put my glue on her, because I need to glue this thing down first. Now, it's going to be a little tricky between the botanical illustration and the lady, because she's going to be partially under it and partially on it. But I like it when I can intertwine my pieces sometimes. I probably could have used glue stick for both of these pieces, but that's okay. Okay, let's see if we can figure this out. I think I had her arm right through there. Sticking to my hand. Well, this isn't quite how I had it, because her hand was through it more. Oh, I just tore her hand off. There. There. You would never know that her hand came off. Now I need to add some washi tape. I wonder if black and white washi tape would be the best thing to kind of, because there's a lot of color on that page. So let's see what we have. I have this black and white stripe. Good thing about washi tape is you can try it out, and if you don't like it, you can pick it up and move it. I think I like them. And I might use another piece. I have this one that has some text. I think it's a dictionary. Can't peel the end up. There we go. And that tore. I don't use my washi tapes enough. I don't think of using washi tape in collages, so doing these challenges helps you to think about things that you don't normally use when you're doing collage. And I think I need something up there. And there is page number 2. I like that one. Okay, let's move on. Putting my washi tape away. Maybe one less thing cluttering my desk. Okay. All right, last but not least, we have collage number 3. And I've got my pieces that I pulled. These are smaller, so I'm not sure. I think it helps to have at least one larger piece to fill in, because these pages are kind of big. By the way, I don't know how big Marguerite's book is. I couldn't find dimensions at the purchase site, but my book is 6.5 by 9.25, thereabouts, and the pages vary in size. So there's a small page right there. But this is another large page, and I didn't worry about the marker coming through the page because I knew I'd be collaging over that. So what we have in our prompts for this one, I'm gonna zoom in a little bit. I probably should have done that sooner. A barcode. So I just took this barcode off a muffin box that I just made this morning. A photo or a portion of a photo. I have this from a magazine, and I have this one from those old photos that my friend gave me. And I love this photo mount corner. It's part of, no, it's not part of the page, but it's very interesting. So I left some of those on when I took the images out of the photo album. So I used one of those photos. A thing, I had some trouble with this one. I thought I could use a bowl of fruit as a thing, or a clock as a thing, or an actual thing. A milk bottle cap. So these are images of things, and this is an actual thing, but I'll just play along and play around and see what I want to use. There's another milk bottle cap, and there's a wooden bowl. So any of those could be my thing. Or this. I think it's a wooden butter mold or chocolate mold or something. Came out of a magazine. So I've got a lot of different things. I don't have a clothing tag. I don't think. Let me look. I did, but I think I used them in my junk journal, my junky junk journal. Yeah, I don't have any clothing tags. So I'm using the bonus, which is handwriting. And so I took this out of a recipe book, vintage recipe book, handwritten recipe. A text in a different alphabet. So I have this in Asian language. I think it's Japanese. So a different alphabet isn't just a foreign language, it's something other than A, B, C, D. You know, a foreign language could use our alphabet, but this is a completely different alphabet, and I love this thin paper it's on. I believe I got this in a Happy Mail. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So I do have some larger items, because this could be a larger piece, this recipe. And I don't want to cut them down too much until I know what I want to do with them, really. Tear this in half. I do like that rough edge here, so I'm going to try to preserve that. I think these might be, I don't know. I was going to say directions for a camera, but now I don't know what it is. I guess it's just illustrations. Illustrations for this text. I might want just a smaller piece of that, but I don't know, and I don't know how much of this I want. So I guess we better figure out our focal point. I really like her, but I like him too. Let's work with her first and see what we come up with. I'm going to peel some of the cardboard away from this barcode, and I've got to hurry up so I can do this collage before my camera shuts down. I don't want to rush my collage, so I'll just do what I can do, right? Let's try this bowl. Really, this is all natural colors if I use that bowl, except for that barcode, which is kind of jarring. Just a little bit of handwriting there. I'm not liking this arrangement. I think I might be struggling with this one a bit more. And I don't want to rush it. So if I don't get this one done this week, it'll be on next week's. I think I like him better for this. These are Tim Holtz stickers. 1, 2, 3, 4. All I need is the barcode. And I think I might look for a barcode that doesn't have all that red. I could trim around it, but yeah, I don't have anything in here. So I think I'm going to say that this collage is going to have to wait for the next video. I think that I will complete it today, but I will show it to you before I start on the next collages that I do in the next video. How's that sound? So you see I've got it started here. You see the elements I'm planning on using. I can take another piece of that handwritten recipe. You can split up your elements, and like I could split that Japanese text up and use it in multiple places. But I kind of like it right up there. I could take another piece of it and put it down here. Everything else I had more than one, well, not everything, but most of these things, I had more than one item to choose from except for the barcode, and I don't like that barcode. Because I really like having all of these natural colors, or neutral colors. And that just is very out of place. So I think it's going to look something like this, but it will have a different barcode, and the barcode might be up here. I don't know where the barcode will be. So I am going to stop the video and go find a new barcode, and then I'll fill in all of these things so that the next time you see this book, I'll have the first 3 pages done and all filled in. You can see I used my stamp that says note, but I didn't do that on all of them. This one says details. And then I just used scraps of lined paper. That one's a little ledger. Or this one's a stamp. That one's a stamp. You know, I'm playing around with having a variety of stuff on my pages. So this one I didn't fill in that part. So I've got up to number 10 in the book, but I have to do all the other work on the pages. All right, so thanks for watching my very first collage weekly challenge in my new book. I will be back, as I said, hopefully every Sunday with this book, and I hope that you will come and join me to see the progress that is being made in it, and I hope that you will try your hand at collage. You can actually just, you know, I've told you what the prompts are for the first 3, so you can follow along with those prompts on your own, in whatever book, or just on an index card, or whatever you want to collage on. And I'd love to hear if you are doing collages of any kind, whether it's this challenge or just any other kind of collage. I'd love to hear about what you are using to collage in or on, and how you enjoy it. I think it's very relaxing and I love it. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Have a creative day today. Go do some collaging. Bye-bye.